Can you turn your home into an assisted living facility? The answer might surprise you, and it's not just about can you, it's about should you. From state rules to demand in your area, there's a lot to unpack. So stick around to learn if your home is the perfect fit for residential assisted living and how much you could potentially be cash flowing. Now, can you open a RAL in your home? The answer is potentially. Number one, if it falls in the state guidelines and rules, then you can. But I think the real question that you're asking is my home the right fit for an RAL? And that answer is more complicated than the can you question. You want to find out the density and demand of RALs in your community. You'll do this by doing a demographic research, starting on Google and literally determining who lives in this area and do they need assisted living in the coming years. Then you want to make sure that the property is right for this, depending on how many seniors you can have. If your home is a 3-bed, 2-bath, it's probably not going to be the right fit if you're allowed to have 14 seniors in the home. So you may want to see if you can do a renovation or build on an addition or build out the garage. This video right here on YouTube will share with you the 3 steps to getting started in assisted living, and it's going to answer all your questions, so make sure to check it out after this one. If you're wondering how much you could cash flow on your property if you turned it into a residential assisted living, you can find your market's average numbers on genworth.com/cost of care, and then find how many residents you are allowed to have in your home based on your state Department of Health Services website. Our national average is a little bit below $5,500 per month. So if you had 10 residents allowed in your home at $5,500 a month, that's $55,000 of gross income coming in every single month. The mortgage on this home, it's probably going to cost you a pretty penny, maybe something like $10,000 a month. And the expenses to run an assisted living, which I'll break down for you in another video, on an average home might run you about $35,000 a month to pay for the staff and the care and really everything that you need to make sure that the business is running properly. That leaves you, the business owner and operator, with $10,000 a monthly net income. Now, that's not a bad salary at all to make off of one home being used for residential assisted living. So even if the state says that you physically can use your home, right? It's the furthest enough distance it needs to be from other care homes, and there's a demand in your area. You've done the demographic research and you found out the average rates and how many seniors you can have, and you're allowed to get it licensed. It may not be the right home because, like we said earlier, you need to make sure that you have the right square footage. Your state will typically say something around 80 to 100 square feet per resident. But at the Residential Assisted Living Academy, our rule of thumb is 300 to 500 square feet per resident. And that is a much better number to go off of. So I don't care what your state says, make sure you're doing a little bit bigger, a little bit more luxurious. So if you're starting with a 2-bed, 3-bath and you're thinking, okay, great, I'm just going to do this massive renovation and add a bunch more bedrooms and bathrooms and we'll have all the seniors here. Well, the demographics of a neighborhood that is a 3-bed, 2-bath type of neighborhood might not be the right demographics that you're looking for. You see, you want to be in an area where the majority population is 50 to 70 years old, making 2 times the median income, homeowners and college grads. Nothing wrong with a neighborhood that has a lot of 3-2s, but many times that's a first home type of neighborhood. So you're getting younger families. They're not 50 to 70, right? They may not own the home. It may be more rental homes in that area. And all of these things are going to play into the demographic key point. So yes, we need the go ahead from the state, but we also need the go ahead from the demographics. And then we need the go ahead from the actual home. Can it work for what you're looking to do? Now, the benefit to using your own home as an assisted living home, possibly you have a low mortgage because you already own it. And if you bought it years and years ago, you may have a low interest rate or your mortgage isn't these astronomical rates that we're seeing these days. So if you already own it, it could help you cash flow even more because maybe it's not $10,000 a month. Maybe your mortgage is $3,500 a month. And you are going to raise the capital to do the massive renovation that you need. But this is not, if you build it, they will come. You've got to do the demographic research, find out the density and demand in your area, and really determine if there's a market for it. If the math isn't mathin', don't do it. Don't forget to watch this video to learn how to get started in assisted living. See you next time.